Woo, Cassie, guess what? It's been a year in the making, and I still have to adjust shit. God bless America. I'm trying to get your face all okay. Just, yeah, guess what? We're live.
Oh, okay then.
Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody. I'm so excited. This is like a year in the making. We've been wanting to go live, and we didn't know, for some reason, we just didn't think it was possible. We didn't feel like we had the right equipment or anything for that matter. So, at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still shocked that we're live, so it's kind of crazy right now.
So is the neighbor's dog, evidently. So
welcome to Tacoma Rendezvous, or well, I guess it's West Coast Rendezvous now. See, I messed it up already, girl. But you know what? We're live, and that's what happens. And we are West Coast Rendezvous. We are all things West Coast. So we just talk about music and local stuff and different states on the West Coast. Well, that's only 3, but hey. I mean, it is what it is. But this is my lovely co-pilot, Cassie, always lit and lovely.
quite the alliteration there. And here is my lovely co-host, Amber, Queen of Slamber.
We're live, Cassie. This is crazy. I'm kind of excited for this. So I know we don't have anybody in the chat just yet, but that's okay too. But this is our first time going live, and actually nobody quite knows that we're live at this point. We haven't let our friends know.
We made it sort of subtle on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, because we weren't sure if this was going to actually happen this way. So, I mean, hey, we get what we get. Shit, and you don't roll fit. I guess we'll just keep going with how we usually go and roll how we usually roll. So our first topic at hand is summer is approaching, guys. And I'm going to be real. It is crazy to think about how everybody acts in the summer. Like, they get the summer body. They have to have a diet. They have to do certain things. Everything changes. Their schedule. They have to go camping. They have to do one family reunion or something crazy. And it's like, do we really have to? Cassie?
No. I mean, if you want to do that for yourself, that is your call and your business. But it shouldn't be something that ruins everything around you and ruins your fun, your life, or some type of tacky social pressure.
Exactly.
So, and if people aren't comfortable with certain things, that's on them, and they can go suck pickles. They can suck
pickles.
Yeah.
Suck pickles, according to
Although I like pickles myself, but
I mean, pickles are not my favorite, and they are an acquired taste. I know a couple of people who like pickle juice and will take like the shot backs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Guilty as charged.
I know. And I'm not guilty as charged, because that's just nope. Not happening. Not happening, baby. Okay. So the next segment that we get into actually is pretty cool, but hold on, it's just really bugging me with the setting here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there. That's better. That's better, Cassie. Okay. Getting to know you. Okay. Anyway. I'm so glad we're live because I can do this and it's funny. To me anyway. Okay. Anyway.
I am silently laughing.
Well, you know my humor better than anyone,
Mhm.
so you know what's what. Anywho, the other thing I wanted to get into was 6 degrees of music. Now, normally with 6 degrees of music, we've been trying, it's a new segment because usually it's about 6 degrees of Tacoma
Mhm.
and how you know people and woulda and yada yada. Anyway, but um since uh since people aren't aware of this 6 degrees of music, I'll break it down. So again, we're still trying to figure out how we're doing 6 degrees of music, but I thought of it as Cassie or me could give um like a name in music or um a song and we could relate it back to each other and like I could go off of that and name something and she could do the same thing. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I might I don't know. It might be too much, but we'll see. So we're gonna figure it out. Again, this is live, so we don't really have to worry about that. The other thing, so you got your song or something musical related that I can bounce off of that you think that I might be able to like figure out.
Okay. 'Cause I'm gonna try to not make it too obscure, but I don't want to make it too like easy either. Because I listen to a lot of indie and whatnot, which and some of it is locally based. Um, you might be able to do something with this, and even if it's not like directly related to the band, like the song or a word or something like that, we can kind of just play with it. Recently because of a new album that they've recently put out. Um, let's New Pornographers with Nico Case.
I think you were mentioning that the last time as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can do like, you know, um,
I feel like you told me something along those lines.
Canadian band
like-
Nico lived in Purdy, Gig Harbor area. So like if you want to like, find somebody who also like lived in that area, like things along that line, we could try it that way.
And they played where?
They came out with a new album recently.
Okay, but have they played locally? Or just that one of the band members is from here?
They are
Or
from
from technically Washington.
technically from here and also from between here and some of them are I believe from Vancouver as well.
I'm just trying to think of like maybe there is a venue that he might have played at that I could recognize, or they might have played at that I might recognize.
Okay. Yeah,
Any venues that you might think that they played at?
would have been years ago. Because I believe they played more around here.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I actually the first time I heard of them was when I was growing up in Madison. Yeah,
Madison. Okay.
and then because I jumped right into the radio deal when I was in college, I got into them, and they're on some charts or whatnot. But you know what? I am not sure the last time they played here. So yeah, but we could also do. This isn't local, but well, no, I can make it local. Uh, I went recently to a local show at the Spanish Ballroom, and we had Lung Duster and Charles Norman and the Chrysalis Effect and Petrichor play, and they were
Okay.
good. And so we got the Spanish Ballroom. If you want to link up from the Spanish Ballroom,
Actually, I can link up to the fact that at least 2 out of 3 bands that have played there that we know have been on our show
mm-hmm.
on Tacoma Rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
Champagne Sunday and Petrichor, the founder of Petrichor.
Yes.
And so, but I mean, gosh, there's been so many bands that have gone through the Spanish
Mhm.
Ballroom in the Elk Lodge, McMinimans. Also, there's been several burlesque shows there as well. So it's
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
a lot of people go through there, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm trying to think. I mean, Champagne Sunday, definitely shout out to them. They're an amazing band. Always one of my favorites to see. Uh, I love Lung Duster. I wish they'd come on our show. I've asked that several times now. But take your time. We'll get you on there
Mhm.
eventually, hopefully. Anywho, who. Also, I'm trying to think with the Spanish ballroom. I'm trying to think of any other shows that I've seen besides a burlesque and a Champagne Sunday show. And I can't come up with anything.
It's okay.
So, but check out the Spanish Ballroom in Tacoma, Washington. It's the McMinimans Elk Lodge edition. They do it up. McMinimans, shout out to you. You're doing amazing things with historical sites.
I saw
So,
Gary Newman there a few years ago. It was quite
ooh,
something else.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. Okay. Anywho. I mean, it's kind of crazy that we're live because, like, I keep on feeling surreal and nobody's like, I mean, I know because we didn't really say, hey, we're going live tonight,
Right.
that anybody's going to like instantly flock to this. But I'm kind of hoping somebody is out there
Careful for what you wish
and
for.
they like and subscribe. I mean, we might get trolls more,
Mhm.
than anything at first. But hey,
Mhm.
whatever. I invite the trolls because you know why? You know why, Cassie? Because we still gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
I don't even care. Be who you be. All right, Cassie, what's your shout out?
Oh. So I would like to shout out to the Stillicum Tap Room.
Oh, okay.
They're not open super late, but they've got this really fun vibe, and it's just a little place that serves really good beer and cider, and you can kind of just walk in and chill, and it's not snooty, and it's really close
I
by.
like that.
We like a lot of the places around here for different reasons, but I am missing what we had in North Slope, Tacoma, which were those kind of fun little hole in the wall bars where you could just kind of, walk in. You didn't, stand up, sit down, whatever, but order something and just you can have conversations with people around, or you didn't have to. You could just sit and muse inwardly to yourself as well as
I
whatnot
love it.
and enjoy a
love it.
pint. So,
It's always good to have a beer,
yes.
Check them out, guys. Check them out. I'm also gonna my shout
about you?
out this week is Farm 12. It's a restaurant in Puyallup. I won't say too much, but they hired me for the summer, so I'm really excited to be a part of their team. And yeah.
Nice. I'll have to check it out. I will have to actually check it out. I wasn't laughing at you're being hired. I was just laughing at the
I know
backup sound effects.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a weirdo, but I'm not a creep. But okay. So also this week in local news around the Tacoma Lakewood area, one of our galleries called the Fulcrum Gallery. I believe, I've got to still fact check this, but I believe we know one of the co-owners that co-founded Fulcrum Gallery, and they got a facelift. So go check it out. The paint job is amazing. Well, they did like spray paint on it, and it was like really cool. So anyway, even if they didn't, you should just go check out Fulcrum Gallery.
That's always been a good place.
They're amazing. They've always been very welcoming. You go in and you see great art. So go check them out. It's what's up. And check out their Facebook page and their Instagram page. Maybe I'll put it in the chat, but right now there's nobody in our chat. So again, don't feel like you have to like and subscribe, but it'd be nice if you did. Just like and subscribe. We are live. Like and subscribe. Okay. We are going on to events, and Cassie, what events do you have that we might want to know about?
Shit. There've been some that have just recently happened. At this point, I am drawing a slight blank on what is coming up, even though I know that there are some things. I know. Oh, I thought of one. It's not. I'm sure that by the end of the segment or throughout the time, I'll think of some other ones that are on different levels than this. But I came across this on the socials yesterday, and I'm not ridiculing at all. Like I know I just kind of laughed acidically, but
stop it.
I don't mean it in that way. But our neighborhood bar, our neighborhood bar does have some cool things. It's called the Fan Club, and it is very divey, and I still do like to go ahead and walk over there and say hello sometimes, or drive, but it's in walking distance. And there is Rockaroke that they have at least once a week. I believe it is on Thursdays. Like what they have at Jazz Bones.
Yeah. Okay, so live band
doing karaoke to live band.
Okay.
And tomorrow, okay, I have to stop laughing about this because it's perfectly reasonable and fine and nice and everything. But there is they have a Grateful Dead cover band, and I forgot. It's like the Stone Jack Ballers or something, and they're playing there tomorrow night for people who like that kind of thing. So, um, I gotta stop laughing, but I thought of that. Um, throughout, I mean, there are some places to check out. Real Art Tacoma is they always have a lineup of they're an all ages club on South Tacoma Way, and they always have a lineup of um, a whole variety of different genres and different bands and everything like that throughout the week and the weekend. Um, harder, I mean, like there's a lot of alt rock and harder rock and stuff, but they've got a little bit of everything. So, like, if you just go to their calendar, definitely look up that. And they are hosting one of my good friend. Uh, she's a vocal coach, and they're hosting a recital on the 17th of May. And yours truly may or may not be singing a song as part of that. And it's definitely a family event, and during the day, like at 2 o'clock. Um, and it's for people that are, I mean, it's definitely going to be very, very, very all ages. But and anything, but there will definitely be some um s- I may or may not be singing. I probably am. So that is kind of happening. Um and yeah, at this point I'm sure that we have much more active events throughout town here, but I am not familiar with all of the, you know, kids these ways, really.
I mean, kids
But
these ways, girl. You don't know.
um, so there's a lot more going on, but yeah, I would say just to check out Fun Times. Spanish Ballroom does have all ages event and does have its adult events. Again, huge variety. Go to their calendar. Go to Jazz Bones calendar. Go to Real Art Airport, of course, and the church cantina almost always on the weekend has some type of DJ night to go and dance. And it's kind of darker, electronic, kind of gothy music. Another place I wanted to check out that has like some drag brunches and some things like that, and
Yeah.
some trivia nights. Oh yeah, it has a trivia night. Juniper. Have you checked out Juniper yet? Okay, it's also in South Tacoma Way.
Okay, Juniper. I'm looking it up.
It's a queer space, and it's a safe. I mean, it's a bar that's for that is open and welcoming to
The
everyone and
Botanical
everybody.
Bar.
Yeah, the Botanical Bar.
Let's see. I'm trying to copy it right now. Why? What is your problem? So silly. Okay. I'm like, okay, it might not work. It might not work, everybody. Here, about this, maybe. Nope, it's not working to share. But go check out, what was it called again? I'm sorry, my bad.
I mentioned several. Which one?
The one you were just talking about.
Juniper Botanical.
Juniper Botanical Bar.
I think our friend hosts
South
trivia
Tacoma
there.
Way.
Yeah.
I am going to get another refreshment.
Okay.
Would you like one, or are you?
I'm still actually. I was being a good girl and drinking slow, but
listen, Linda. I know.
All right. Well, I will hold down the fort here.
You are. You're gonna hold down the fort, yo.
Discuss our next topic here, or I will roll into our next topic.
I love it.
Essentially,
I love it.
So just across the board here. I know it's technically very much the same thing as recording it, but I promise I am not completely bullshitting us as she is coming back. But I kind of reiterated a couple weeks ago that I am excited for some new albums to come out that I'm going to be listening to throughout the weekend. I am so excited for the Metric album. Essentially Metric and Death Cab for Cutie has also come out with one.
Yeah, you were saying that.
We were talking about that. So kind of doing that. I'm actually going to be going. It's nice enough. I'm going to be going hiking this weekend on Saturday.
Where are you going?
At Kobayashi Park, and taking a friend from college to come with us.
Fun.
But there are a lot of really cool places around town. Essentially, we've got Kobayashi, we've got and that's in University Place, and also if you take the whole trail, it actually empties out like right a few a little bit of ways from here.
All right, Kobayashi.
And then Kobayashi Park. You've got, of course, Chambers Creek. We've got a lot of, let's see here. We do have, of course, Point Defiance and good old Ruston.
Mm-hmm.
We have further out a little bit. There's a whole trail that goes through like the entirety of Gig Harbor. So if you like want to make a day of it, it's really fun and you can stop places.
I love that. I love that you hike.
Yeah, I really do enjoy it.
I'm not a hiker.
No. I was going to invite you to come and meet Caitlin on Saturday, but
listen, I would love a nature walk, but I'm not a hiker like you are, Cassie. Like, no, it's just not my cup of tea.
Oh yeah, okay. As I'm like talking
nature
about
walk is great.
As I'm talking about the albums, one of the albums I want to listen to, maybe not as I'm hiking, but throughout the time on a Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, I want to listen to Romanticize the Dive by Metric. Death Cab's going to be a little bit heavier, like heavier emotionally, not like louder. But and of course, I've had mental blocks throughout this whole day, so this is not normally my speed. I'm a little bit I'm normally a little bit more fluid than this, but I handled several different. I took a lot of people's. I interviewed a lot of people for my day job, and then talked to a therapist. Not about this. I make a habit of talking to my therapist every couple of months to touch base about certain things.
I feel you. You got to do this. So I mean, I feel you, girl.
No judging, or I will shock you through the screen.
Oh. Don't get shocked, guys. She's gonna beat you.
But
she's gonna shock you with every inch of your life.
Yeah. Mother's Day is my mom is personally in France, so Mother's Day is
shout out to the mobs.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in France?
Yeah, she's in France. She's been in France since the beginning of this past week.
Okay.
And she's gonna be there till like a week from next week. So yeah. And so we had a little thing with them beforehand. So nice. It's all gonna be
brunch.
Yeah, it's little dinner. It's gonna be with Kingston's family this weekend. So on Sunday. So
oh, that's nice. Yeah. I love Kingston's mom. Shout out Kingston's mom. Shout out my mom. I love my mom. She's amazing. She always is very helpful, even when I don't need her to be, or she's just probably the coolest mom, in my opinion, even though sometimes I'm like, but I love you, Mom. Because I know I'm probably get on your nerves too. So there you go. Oh, but shout out to the moms.
Yes.
I was looking at events. So it's something that happens every Friday. It's all ages karaoke. It's at Pizza Time Pub. And I go there with my daughter, and she has an amazing voice. And we sing and we laugh and we have a good time. Delicious Brown is the KJ there. So go check them out. They're amazing. They have great food. Food prices are pretty reasonable there. So go check them out. I'm going to be there this Friday with my daughter. Cassie, you want to come too?
I very well could. We were talking about stopping at one of several different places because I'm going to be at my voice lesson after work. So that we could definitely head up afterwards.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Also,
and I don't start my new job until next week.
So. Okay, right on. UP Station, if you're in the singing side of things, they also have karaoke every night. It's at University Place. It's another little dive place because I'm a sucker for those little dives.
I know, they're so amazing. I love them.
And it fills up and it's fun. It is 21 plus. But yeah, so
that's the after hours. After the all ages shuts down, go there.
Yes.
Yeah. Make a little trip. Make a little trip to. Actually, it would be technically if you go down 6th Ave.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take a left onto Jackson that turns into Bridgeport, but right before it turns into Bridgeport is 27th.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the street you turn down, and University Pub is right there. Yes. Or what Union, I can't remember the name of
it. UP Station.
UP Station. Yes.
University Place Station. Yeah.
Yes. So go check them out. They're fun.
Make really nice, strong drinks.
Not only that, but their food's
and decent. Their food is decent. Yeah. Their food is really
decent.
Good. Yeah.
So go check them out. Another thing for events, there's going to be a lot of concerts next month in Seattle that I really wish I had known about sooner.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is Baby Keem. He is on tour for his Casino album. He'll be at the WAMU Theater May 13th. And I really wish I had known about it sooner because I would be going. I am still trying to figure it out if I'm going or not. It'd be nice if I could. Let's just put it that way, because I love that album already. Mm-hmm. And for him to be here so soon would be amazing to hear some of those tracks live. And on his album, he's aka Kendrick Lamar, has 2 features, and Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar are cousins. So there's some music facts that just dropped on your ass.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should we go into some music that some new music we've been listening to lately? I know I've got some other things that I actually was going to bring up. They're a little bit north of the border.
Go for it. Coast,
so
I mean, we're live. Let's get to it, girl.
So 2 things that I wanted to bring attention to. So there is this singer, and you might like him. It's not quite up your exact alley, but it's something that you would enjoy because he just gets all into what he's singing about and just starts to I'd love to see him live. His name is Jesse Roper.
Jesse Roper.
Yeah. And
is he related to Mr. Roper? I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
You're right. So he He lives actually right near where we end up always staying when we go up to Vancouver Island and near Victoria. And he sings kind of bluesy rock and rolly songs. Um, and he has definitely kind of a cadence that's kind of like old school bluesy. But just completely gets into it and is very he's playful. It's like, yeah, that's the word, is playful.
Yeah.
Um, like the one that's popular on some channels now is Sweet Little Caroline. No, not a Neil Diamond cover.
Shut up.
It's very like sing-songy. And then he's got another one. I know he's got a lot of songs with female names in it, but he's got another one. He said it inspired him, or he was inspired by action movies. And it's kind of like an escape song, and it's called Wake Up Daisy. And it's about like it's like from the perspective of a husband that's trying to get his wife, wait, we got to get out, because of kind of sort of maybe not based on exact current things, but kind of. And yeah. So I mean, yeah. And then there was another person that I discovered, and I'm still researching her, so I don't have a whole lot of information yet. I tried to find the song that I heard by her a couple days ago, and I couldn't find it. She goes by Jimmy, and she spells it Jimi. And
Okay.
she lives in Vancouver, BC, and she wails on that guitar like nothing other. If you actually search for Jimmy sound, that's I found, because there are a lot of Jimmys and guitar, of course, guitar or whatnot. But I actually found her, and she kind of like her sound is modern rock, but it has some kind of like bluesy tones to it and whatnot. And she sings and just fucking wails on that guitar.
I love it.
Um,
I love that.
I think you would actually, like, rock and, she's a little bit hip hop. I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love it all. You know how I feel about that.
But we both love a lot of like, I love Run the Jewels. So, and I love some other hip hop too. Not just Run the Jewels, but yeah. But just kind of like where our passions are and everything. And that's kind of why this works, is because we come from like different musical appreciations and genres and can share those. So yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, I like everything, but yeah, I tend to have a soft spot for the hip hop, R&B, and soul, bluesy, type vibe. But that's what kind of brings us into the next subject, which is music news. And Vince Staples is first off, he's releasing his new album after he left I think it's J Rock. After he left there, and he is putting out a new album June 5th. And the first song that he put out is called Blackberry Marmalade. And I'm going to be real. This song is amazing. It's got that punk rock. He puts it to a new level. He brings in a different genre, yet he's still rapping behind it. And to me, bringing that genre into rap, I'm not saying it hasn't been done before, but he does it so well. It's his cadence, his everything is just, it's on point. It's perfect. And so go check out that album. Not only that, his cover art is insane. So his cover art is this big baby wearing a diaper, and crying profusely. And he much resembles the leader of our country right now. And yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. And to be honest, I think it's bold. I think it's amazing that he wants to bring in these new genres to rap. And I also think that he's bold in his statements with his cover album. So I recommend go check out Blackberry Marmalade. It's his first single. The video should be out as well. And the video is more of a point of view of the shooter in the day in the life of how it goes down and like why he shoots somebody and that kind of thing. So I actually recommend going and checking this out. I don't know necessarily if it's for children, but he did say that he would want the youth to share this video and share what it's like, because at the same time, same line, educating our youth is number one. So it's just a matter of how we educate our youth. So it's at your judgment on that one.
I would absolutely concur. Yeah, it's just like kind of one of those things. I mean, it's up to it really kind of, I mean, people can take something so far out of context and it's ridiculous. Like I don't know, because I've got, including you, several close friends who are, of all genders with children, and a lot of people kind of have different takes on things, and are very flexible and open to, kind of what they're exposed to at certain ages. Obviously, there are boundaries that are set, but it's a much more like flexible perspective opposed to, I mean, and I'm not going to say Karen families because I don't want to credit. It's not my business to tell someone what they should and should not let their kids watch, listen to, consume, what have you. But there are some comments or whatnot, or some mindsets that I have encountered from more acquaintances than friends. I mean, I've got a few friends who are, well, around here, not as much.
Right.
But that are, well, they're just like, no. I'm like, you know what? In a few years, you're going to regret that, because they're going to be doing things and testing you, or, out of the house and doing things that are going to be keeping you up all night worrying, because you don't let them spread their wings a bit.
Right. That part.
So that is kind of where I come from. Again, it's their life, it's their choice, but I've always been the auntie with bad and who's the bad influencer.
But I mean, yeah. I guess it requires like, what kind of bad influencer are you? Like, do you let them watch scary movies or things like that? Or are you grooming them? Because 9 times out of 10, you're not grooming them, Cassie. You aren't that type of person.
No, absolutely not.
But that's the kind of thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So it's like, it's different. It's not something that a lot of people talk about, though.
No, it's not.
No. But a light needs to be shed on it, just even a tiny bit before, it isn't seen again.
Right.
So, it's like, it's very careful.
Yeah.
It's very careful, because even some of the things, your auntie let you watch scary movies, can be interpreted as grooming as well. But in my opinion, watching scary movies is something I grew up with.
Right.
So I would just think that would be normal for other people to
Yeah.
watch scary movies too. My sister can't stand to watch a scary movie.
Oh, really?
No, she doesn't like
See-
the blood and gore,
I
Yeah. So it's like
my mom's pretty fragile too about some of those things too. Like
my whole
psych
family
thrillers.
pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
already know. But I mean, it's the way we were raised. It was the way we grew up. It's the
Yeah.
The other thing with music news is that okay. So supposedly May 15th. And now I'm saying this supposedly because it does seem very fake news. And I
Mhm.
think that people still want that Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef.
Mhm.
And since they're not getting it, they're creating it. So Drake has an album coming out on May 15th. It's a Friday. It's next Friday,
Mhm.
to be exact. And in this, his name is called Iceman. Or the album. I'm sorry. The album that Drake is putting out is called Iceman.
Mhm.
Okay. And Kendrick Lamar is supposedly putting out an album called Fireman.
Okay.
Now, Drake is actually putting an album out
Mhm.
on May 15th called Iceman.
Mhm.
Now, if I were Drake, I would not be putting out an album called Iceman just
Yeah.
because of the simple fact that there are actual killings and police brutality and just violence in
Mhm.
general with ICE being involved. So I'm not sure exactly if I would be calling my album Iceman to begin with.
Mhm.
But if we are going to clown, it would be funny that Kendrick Lamar would put an album out called Fireman. Because, let's be real, that's actually pretty funny. But also not real.
Mhm.
So if you believe the hype, it's not real. You'll see Drake will put out one of those out boo-boo albums. You're going to find another boo-boo album after the beef that he putting out, thinking that he's a hot shit. But Iceman, you got to be real with yourself, Drake. Like, what are you thinking? For real. That's all I got to say about that. That's like, after that, we are coming to our world news. And
Oh boy.
Okay, so a lot of people are kind of worried or scared or just trying to stay informed about what the goings on are in the world, right?
Mhm.
So there is a group of people that 40 to be exact, including the crew that went aboard a not necessarily, it was like a cruise ship, but it was a small cruise ship off of Madrid. And they all, like, a couple of passengers became sick. One died, and then two more followed. Two more deaths. So they had a virus called the Hetna the hantavirus, my bad, hantavirus. Now, this virus is due to you smelling toxins involving rat or rodent
Ooh.
droppings. So,
Unfortunately, I know that smell. My cat had one of my now late cats had a fetish. I know it's much more serious than cats bringing in things, but I know that horrible smell.
yeah, no, and it is not a good thing for humans to smell
No.
or anyone for that matter, animals or humans alike. But what happened was is that this person, they got on board, they became sick, a couple other people got sick, and then it just spread like that. But my thing is that I don't think they had it when they got on board. I think it was the actual cruise ship that made them sick.
Mm.
I mean, you got to think about it. Some cruises, even small cruises, like the one they were going on, they don't always clean up. So that rodent smell that they were like smelling the feces, of course, that's going to get into the vents. That's going to get into everything if you're not cleaning your whole ship properly. So, first off, they're saying that this virus can be contained. Now, I'm going to say that I half agree because, yes, you can get this only, or you can become ill only if you're smelling this. But what happens and what happens when this virus is going from someone who obtained it to someone who is sitting right next to you, and it's not being, like they're not supposedly exposed to those rat droppings or rodent droppings, and they fall ill. Because I'm wondering why is it that they're monitoring all 40 passengers if it's only going to be contained and it can be monitored and it's going to die out because they're the how is that possible? Like there's just too many variables in that. You know what I'm saying, Cassie? Like it's weird, right?
It seems very new. So
It's not new though.
but not new, like not new, but it seems very, it's sudden and just kind of given the way things work, they're trying to just kind of mitigate it. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. And I'd like to know a little bit more about
because it seems like it's not contagious the way they're talking about it. But then they go on to say, well, these people are being monitored. Are they being monitored because you're afraid they're going to die? Or are they being monitored because you're afraid they're going to unleash the virus on the rest of the world? Because they got dropped off in St. Helena.
Gotcha.
And they all went about their merry old ways. Some of them died, which 3 of them died. They haven't had any more die, but you got to think about it. They still got days to link this shit together. And if they all went their separate ways, that's 40 people could have gone to 40 different countries.
Right.
What the frick? The hell? All right. On that note, I leave you to your own devices right now because I got to go do something else.
You gonna take off your mic?
I did. I took it off.
Okay.
I took it off.
So on that note, my goodness, I don't want to wax too grim for a while, for too long, but I will briefly touch upon something that I wish would leave the Pacific Northwest and not the people occupying it, but the place, the entity itself, and or at least be inspected. And I'll be honest. I think that The Northwest Detention Center needs some major attention. It is an absolutely disgusting place, with filled with some staff that some may care and some may not. And again, I'm not going to I've not witnessed anything firsthand, but there have been confirmed news accounts of things that are just absolutely horrific. It's way too close to home, uh, just to kind of know that something so horrendous is this close by, um, and what is being done to people, whether it be severe negligence or some sort of abuse. So that something does need to be done about it. I don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or I don't want to hear any like shade on this one. It's an issue that does need to be resolved, or it's something that needs to be looked into and uh, dealt with, and people need to be in humane conditions at the very least, if not set free. I am talking about, I'm briefly just giving a general, not gentle, but an opinion, just kind of a protest against the Northwest Detention Center. That's too close to us too close to home to kind of be to kind of too close for comfort, if you know what I'm saying. And as far as what that, the unpearl.
Yeah.
Regardless of anyone's moral beliefs or standpoint, there have been too many confirmed accounts of what's going on in there. I'm not going to wax too grim, but it needs to be at the very least inspected.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have to agree with you.
Some other things further up the chain I would love to have happen too, but we're not going to go into that. I don't care if there wasn't some accident in somebody's paperwork or something along that line. Nobody deserves what's happening there. And if you think that way, don't watch our podcast. Thank you.
For real. Thank you kindly. For real, for real.
Take yourself out.
Stop it, Cassie. Dang, Cassie going. She ain't gonna mess around, y'all.
That's what happens.
She isn't gonna mess around.
We'll leave it at that.
And I've known Cassie long enough to know that shit is true.
I'm watching. We're watching for.
It's real. It's real, guys.
We're watching for all humankind, or for all, and yeah, take yourself out the airlock. Not you.
I know you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do me dirty like that, girl. Let's get into movie reviews. So I've got a couple of movie reviews, and one, I can't remember if they won an Oscar or not, but I believe Begonia did win an Oscar for something. I would just have to fact check that. But if they didn't, they should have, because that movie was crazy as frick. It's one of those movies that you're not sure of. Like, it makes you second guess your ultimate like decision or ultimate like investigation of it. Like, he did it, or like, no, she did it, or this is what's real. Not M. Night Shyamalan, but very obscure. very obscure until the end. And then you're like, oh shit, what the hell? What was I just watching? But shout out to Emma Stone. I think her name is Emma Stone. Emma
Yes.
Stone.
Yep.
She did a really fantabulous job of this movie. And it was really actually, I would say, one of her best roles. I'm going to go there. I think that was one of her best roles.
Okay, I can't wait to see this.
I know. So Cassie hasn't seen any of these movies, guys. So
The last one
Cassie's got to watch some movies.
The last one we went out to see, and the one that I reviewed a couple episodes ago, was Project Hail Mary. So
Yep.
yeah, we got to catch up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Another movie that I found very intriguing and wonderful was 2073. And in 2073, I can't say any more than what I'm about to say. You need to watch it, and you think the movie description is real, but it has a hidden agenda behind it. And for those of you who have suffered and endured the last couple of decades or more, you will know what we're talking about. 2073 is a movie set in the future, but it also contains a warning from the past. So go check that out. That's all I'm going to say, because if I say any more, it'll be a spoiler. So that's all I'm going to say. Check out 2073 and check out Begonia. Those movies are great.
Okay. Wrapping up with the gear grinding and the perspective of kindness.
Yep. Okay. Jerks my jive. What's your jerk of the jive, Cassie?
Nothing too new here, but just people's sense of entitlement is something else. It's one thing if you're not liking the answer to a question. As a professional and as a customer of companies and personal lives, it's happened many times. It's one thing if there has been a mistake, but if it is just a matter of, some type of deal, whether it's my user error or if it's something that has just, updated in the system, I converse about it, but I don't insist or belittle. And I'm just astounded at people that I have witnessed, not just professionally, but in person, just kind of passing them and whatnot, just how special they think they are. And
I agree. Almost like an entitlement, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
An entitlement.
Exactly. And just kind of walk.
Karens.
Yes, Karens, exactly. And the grocery store. Or
for real.
The Kia that hit this one car and near the grocery store as we were leaving it and fled. They possibly would have been less at fault, but they also fled the scene. And just in general. So I think, it's one thing to have different opinions and to express concerns and feedback, but it's another to just be a completely, illogical pain in the ass. So that is my rant of the day.
I'm going to be with you on this one, Cassie, because people just think they're the shit, and really their shit stink to high haven. Nah. And that's where I get upset about, is the fact that people just want to consume and be in their own bubble, but people have things going on, and the most thing that you could do is be kind to them and considerate. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
But you test my boundaries, we out.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to what jerks my jive, Cassie. Now, I've talked about this mofo, my neighbor, in several of our Tacoma Rendezvous topics. And I'm going to be real with you. Okay, hold on. This guy gets under my skin. I try to not let him get under my skin, but he gets under my skin. And so he's my neighbor. He's been my neighbor, and he has called code enforcement on me. He has called animal control on me. Several things, okay? But yet, and treated me with disrespect the whole time I've been living across the street from this mofo, this Karen, because he doesn't even deserve to be called a Chad. He is a Karen. This guy will carry a gun on him while he's mowing the lawn. Why do you need that, sir? I feel threatened. I'm going to be real, Cassie. I feel threatened when he does that shit. That's not okay with me, you know?
What does he think is going to happen?
I don't fucking know.
That's almost comical. That's so stupid.
It's
one thing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
ridiculous.
one thing if there were some different circumstances that were closer by, but honestly, really, no. Like that's so
I mean,
ridiculous. It's funny.
The moment the moment he introduced me, I
Mhm.
pulled up with mind you, this is during COVID. Okay.
Okay, so as you're
off.
moving in,
As I'm moving into my new freaking house during COVID, mind you, this mofo approaches me and was like, by the way, I'm Lakewood City Council and blah, blah, blah. And hands
Oh.
me this card and throws around his weight like he's the shit. Anyway, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Bazoff. Because here's the read, people. I don't want somebody in my bubble space while I'm trying to move into my new bubble space.
Mhm.
So don't embark on my shit when we
Mhm.
just moved in. First off, he didn't say, hello, how are you doing? No, he was like, I don't mean to offend you, but no, when
Wow.
people lead with that, they're going to fucking offend you every single time. Every single time. So what do? I'm so nice and polite, and I use the mom words that my mom taught me to use. How nice instead of fuck you.
Right. Ain't that nice or
And
how nice?
no,
Yeah.
it's how nice.
It's how nice up
Oh,
here.
it's how nice.
Yeah.
No, it's how nice down there. It's ain't that nice up here. But either way you go about it, it still translates to fuck you. Let's be real. And so, instead of him welcoming me or making me feel welcome, I feel threatened. He proceeds to go behind my back instead of talking to me about the same shit that he should be talking to me about. He goes behind my back. And what does he do? Cassie, he makes more drama. More and more drama. Every single time he goes behind my back. You know what? I am a very communicative person, and that's what I like. I
Mhm.
don't want to be somewhere where I'm not communicating. If
Mhm.
I don't communicate, I'm shutting down. That means I'm so mad, I'm about ready to beat your ass. Or I'm so mad that I need to walk away from you before I tear your ass a new hole. Yeah. So on Cinco de Mayo, I'm putting my trash can and my recycling out, and this guy, my neighbor, the Karen, asked me very simply if he could if I had any more room in my recycling container to put his Amazon cardboard in because it fills up so fast for him.
Of course it does. Get a bigger bin, buddy.
And so
Sorry.
at
But,
first,
yeah.
at first, because I'm such a nice person, I say, yeah, I have enough room. And then I'm like, wait the fuck a minute. No, I don't have enough room for your fucking punk ass shit. And I'll tell you why I don't have enough room. Because you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. You're a Karen. You don't deserve my garbage or my recycling space. And I'll tell you, how dare you, my neighbor, ask for a favor when you have treated me like shit this whole fucking time? That's the shit that jerks my jive. Don't fucking come at me and talk to me like that. Hells to the no.
I can just imagine somebody sharing this with him.
I can't wait. I hope they do. Because really, how nice to all your family and you. How nice. Mhm. And that's the Southern way we do things. But you don't get to ask me for a favor when all you do is treat me like shit. So fuck you and your family and your mom's mama and your mom who thinks that she got a Dalai Lama. I don't care. I don't, Karen. Swipe that grin off your face.
I'm not grinning about that.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Him.
I know
Him.
he sounds like a nightmare. And now both our neighborhoods know
is.
about him. So now we can
No. Really just avoid him like the plague. Oh my God, please. Okay. So we are going into our last thing, and then I think we're gonna be done for the night. And I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited that even though we have no views yet, I'm excited that we went live. It's been, like I said, it's been a year in the making. It's been a possibility, but we've kind of shrugged it off or did something different. But this time we decided to do it. And it took us a minute, but we're here.
Mhm.
We are in the moment we've been wanting to be in, which is live. And it's going to be good. Eventually, we'll have something up here in this little area code that'll say West Coast Rendezvous or something of the sort for a banner. And we're going to step into our point of view. What were we calling it, Cassie? You were saying, you said it perfectly.
Perspective of kindness? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point of view of kindness.
Yes.
And I'll let you start this off. So your point of view of kindness, because you're blind, you can see certain things like light and bright colors and that sort of thing. But um, a lot of people don't recognize or know that. So, is there something you could speak on that perspective as well with your point of view?
Just I guess when you see any type of mobility aid or device of any sort, so whether it be anything ranging from glass, pair of glasses to even somebody in a wheelchair on a walker, or someone using a white cane or a guide dog or any sort of even crutches or whatnot. Just instead of pointing them to the best route that you think they would like, or I know some of them are more obvious than others, but again, you don't know. Or
Mhm.
um kind of getting into somebody's face, or into someone's space to do something or another. Honestly, easiest thing, even though there might be some exasperated responses, asking at least a question and then actually waiting for their response rather than asking, "Do you want me to do this for you?" and then starting to do it is huge. It's
Yeah.
just how
Yeah.
super funny how, like, they're not even going through the door. "Do you want me to open this for you?" It opens out and almost hits you in the face.
Right.
Or
Like they're not really aware of your spatial.
right. Or even if a mistake is made, know that, you're fine to kind of communicate and say, "Hey, did you want, this is this place. Did you want, this assistance?" But if somebody does make a mistake, who clearly has some sort of visual impairment, kind of stepping in and being like, "No, this is this way," instead of either minding your own business or asking a question, because oftentimes, even in smaller spaces, crowds are one thing, but smaller spaces, honestly, like, especially if, it takes sometimes about 5 to 30 seconds to correct a mistake.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it's just
Exactly.
to have kind of the paying it forward and helping one another is one thing, but again, to kind of just insert yourself into someone's space because you feel like you need your virtue exercised. Then there are plenty of volunteer opportunities to have your exercise bike reinstated for your virtue if that's something that you're looking for. So
Mm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Not that I don't think anyone should feel. I like to volunteer too, and it's not because I want an exercise bike for my virtue. I actually just like doing that as part of, we have some days at my work where that is something we can actually sign up to do, and it's nice to just kind of be part of things and virtually.
Mhm.
But I don't, if it's for some type of center or society or something.
It's just like
um,
an example of
it's
what you would
Yeah,
do.
it's an example. I'm not looking down on any type of thing that I would be volunteering for. This is something that, you know somebody might be in this space at this point and we're doing this type of thing, but it's the whole there's a difference. There's a huge difference in it, and it's very pointed and very clear. I'm kind of the meaner bitches about it. I won't say the word that I actually say um, on there because that could, but um, I have a favorite obscenity that some people that I sometimes refer to myself as it as well. That people don't say a lot in the States, but I say it sometimes because um, not in big public groups, but yeah.
No, I agree.
I'm kind, but I'm not super nice. And the older I get, the more I'm going to be that way. So, more than happy to have genuine conversation, less happy to be someone's like little spectacle. Um, I've
Exactly. Or like just feel ridiculed for
Right,
being different.
yeah, because I've actually, I mean, I'm married now, but I've actually always had a pretty active dating life since I
Mhm.
have been of age, and it's so funny the way that I pissed off people when they expected certain things.
No, it's true. Like, people don't understand what is going on
Mhm.
sometimes. So it's a big deal when you correct them, but I think people should uh honestly have to deal with their feedback and
Mhm.
criticism, because that is, you might be trying to do the right thing for somebody, but you also got to ask things. Yes, you're doing a favor for them, but also be polite about it at the same time. Like, there's no harm in it,
Mhm.
because if they don't want your help, or you're going to do it wrong, or in a way that offends them, guess what? They ain't going to want you to do it again. And they're going to be upset. And so my thing is, just be aware of people's
Respect each other. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Um my thing with the point of view with kindness is, someone might smile at you, but they might be smiling at you out of pity, out of evil. You don't know.
Right.
But I do want to say that it is the eyes of the beholder.
Mhm.
So it is the point of view of the person that is being smiled at, but it's also the person who's smiling at you's point of view too. So just be aware, be kind, and try to be mindful of others' interactions with you, because at the end of the day, we're all human and we all make mistakes and we all do things differently at some point. Yes, we have similarities, but we're the same but different.
It's actually literally when back in the days when we rented VHSs or mainly VHSs,
Mhm.
betas were a little bit more. Be kind and rewind because
Yeah.
um, you know, like I know, and this goes for me too. On both sides, people might want to respond to things a certain way
Uh-huh.
initially, but kind of just like think back, give it like 5 seconds to kind of think back the reaction, think back to the root of the context, and then
Exactly.
build your response from that way. I mean, I know life happens. We're all humans. But yeah,
Get it
that's really in
together.
it.
Just be nice to each
Yeah.
other. Be kind. Rewind. Summer's here, and we're going to have a good old time.
Yes.
And we're signing out right now. This is our first live show. It's amazing to actually say our first live show. So finally, we did it.
Hooray.
Let's go. Can't wait for more. Okay.
Our patios are connected. We're good. We're like, what the
We're
hell is going on over there?
we're done, because if I while out,
Right.
well,
And
I might get the cops called on
and
me.
it's time for me to get another beer. All right.
Beer, I
right.
fear no beer.
All right.
Doodaloo,
This concludes our podcast day.
doodaloo, doodaloo.
Arrivederci.
We are done.
All right.